Good morning, family.
Good morning.
It is a pleasure to see everybody. My name is Reverend Avery Bauman, minister in training. So, welcome to the Living and Light Church, which is an independent spiritualist church. Our Sunday service is the first and third Sunday of each and every month. Woo! We love it, right? We love it. At this time, I'm going to ask that everybody please turn off and silence any of their cell phones, as we do not want them interrupting the service. Once again, I am minister in training, Avery Babon, and I'll be chairing today's service. We have coffee and bottled water. Why do I feel at this point that I'm like the stewardess of the airplane? We have coffee and bottled water over at the back of the airplane. So if you want, just ring the bell, okay? And the restrooms are at the back of the plane as well, off to the left-hand side of the building. We welcome you to browse the selection of library books in the back. We ask the dollar donation to check out our books. That may keep you may keep up to 6 months. We have a healing book, which is also available, and you're welcome to add names of people who you would like to see receive healing. Opposite that page is where we can put the names of those who have crossed over to the other side recently. If you are new to Billets and on the third Sunday, this is where we ask a question of spirit, which is written on a piece of paper and folded. You then identify the piece of paper with a personal symbol so that you know when your question is being answered or read anonymously. You may do so between now and towards the end of our service. If you can think of a question, you can just place a question mark on the inside. We are joined here today with Reverend Bob, Reverend Sandra Deckinger, myself, and all these lovely, beautiful faces today. Okay. Let us now stand and sing the opening hymn, which will be hymn number 155, In the Garden. There it is. And please remain standing for the song for the invocation. I come to the garden alone, my view is still on the roses, and always I hear falling on my ear, the song upon his roses, and he walks with me and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks and the sound of his voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing. And he walks with me and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I stay in the garden again, the night around me be falling, but it bids me go with the voice of hope, his voice to me is calling, and he walks with me and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. infinite spirit, all-pervading love, you who are beauty, the light, and the wisdom of life, we pray that all of us assembled here today may be responsive to the rays of spiritual light, that each heart may be open as a flower to the sunlight, and that in the expansion of love within, we may contact the realms of truth and power. Give to our waiting hearts the gift of understanding. Amen. And you may now be seated. We will now continue on to the reading of the principles, which can be found in the front cover of your hymnals. Number 1, we believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that the correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals, and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through mediumship. These are very powerful affirmations to go by. I encourage each and every one of you to take a walk and to choose one of these affirmations and walk with them. And at this time, we will be doing the healing service, which will be led by Reverend Bob Engel.
Thank you, Avery.
You're welcome.
Hi, everybody. I'm probably going to step on Avery's toes a little bit. We were kind of rushed today because I was picking him up at BART that's over close to where I'm at. But apparently he gave me a call. I says, BART's not working. They're not running. So I had to run up to go get him. I was like, okay, that's going to kind of compress the time a little bit. And then when I got in my car, I set up the GPS to go to the BART station up there in Fremont. And it showed there was an accident on 880. And okay, we're going to go 680. I've never gone that way before. So, but he called and he thought, we're probably going to be here 8 minutes after we're supposed to be here. And he was right. So it was 8 minutes, yeah.
My intuition was correct.
It was. Yeah, you're really good. So,
now I need a different funny story to tell.
Oh, that's fine.
That's okay.
So now we will go into the healing portion of our service. We have the healing book in the back, which has been announced. So if there's someone here, if there's someone that's not here that you'd like to have the book, now would be a good time to put their name in there. Please be aware that healing is the working energy provided by spirits who have chosen the mediums that they work through. And in order to become a certified commissioned healer, practicing healers need at least 3 affidavits in order to prove their worth of being healers. Avery, Charles, and Sandy need that. So be mindful of that if you come up here for a healing. Rather than go into the healing hymn, we're going to have our favorite musician, Tim Mauro, give us a song for the beginning of the healing service.
Your second favorite musician.
I said first, didn't I? I said our favorite.
True imagination is not a fanciful daydream. story waiting to be told. An idea whose time has come, patiently waiting to unfold. So boldly step right through your doubt and plant your feet on solid faith, and let the energy of life flow. Life is not just something to be endured until we die. It's to be lived in joy with no limit, not even the sky. So never hold yourself back by any past experience. Better to lean forward and follow divine intelligence. Boldly step right through your doubt. Plant your feet on solid faith. Let the energy of life flow. Simple remedy for confusion, sadness, or fear. Open your spiritual eyes and listen with your inner ear. And boldly step right through your doubt. Plant your feet on solid faith. Let the energy of life flow. Let it flow.
Thank you. Thank you for that. If we had two cameras, it'd be looking so much more professional. So now let's continue with the healing prayer, which is on the first page of your hymnal books, unless it tells you it's on the back. So we will recite this together. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both the present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Amen. I will now ask our healers to station themselves by the chairs for hands-on healing. And if you feel uncomfortable with somebody putting their hands on your shoulder, just let them know and they will adjust themselves accordingly. So hands are the focal point of spiritual energy coming from the spirit world and passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. It is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of the gift being shared and to think of themselves as being healed by this action. So while we have congregation members being healed, the rest of us will go into a meditation. This is the self-worth meditation. And the affirmation for this is, I am happy. I am a happy and loving person. And I carry God's unique essence in my soul. Every action I do today will be for others as well as for myself. So to begin, relax yourself. Take a nice, deep breath. And allow the tension to release from your toes and move up to your feet. Let it continue from the ankles, up your legs, and to your knees. Let the tension release from your knees up to your hips, to the trunk of your body. Release the tension in your shoulders and to your neck. The healing chair is now open. Spread it out to your arms and to your hands, all that releasing energy. The tension releases from your jaw and to the top of your head. Your body is now completely relaxed. Now begin to heal yourself by visualizing an emerald green light that surrounds you. It envelops you, caressing you, moving about ever so slowly and gingerly. Breathe deeply, and with each exhale, say to yourself, I am letting go of all the negativity. I am letting go of all the negativity. Be in that space of positive energy as you now visualize yourself in a meadow. You can hear the birds and the wind blowing through the foliage. Walk slowly along as your spirit guides, angels, and even your loved ones who have passed on walk beside you. Notice how you feel, feeling free and light, almost as if you're glowing with God's love and your heart is at peace. You can sense the deep inside of you, the true, happy, successful beauty of your immortal soul. Pick a trait that you love or admire about yourself. Maybe you are a compassionate person, a caring person, one who helps others. Whatever it is that you choose, put that label on a flowering plant that you see nearby. See yourself watering this flower and watch it grow. It blooms greater right before your eyes. Any guilt, opinions, criticisms, or rejections fall off the branches to the ground, and you can step on them to break them up and drive them into the dirt. They are no longer a part of you. You may have specific events in your life that are embarrassing, such as obsessions, losses, or pains. Let those fall to the ground around you. Their power is now diminished to the point that you can step on them as well. The healing chair is open. Following the stream, you begin to hear falling water and discover a waterfall. Walk into it, and you feel the same cool water rinsing out all of your negativities. You are now clean. And the clothing of positive energy is what remains. Notice the waterfall now gives off a rainbow color. Each shade of color flows through you. The yellows, the golds increase your spirituality. The blues calm your soul and relieve depression. The red accelerates healing and blood flow to all of your body parts. The greens heal every part of your body, soul, and mind. Now you may leave this waterfall and follow the stream back from whence you came. Slowly walk by the special flower you nourished with water earlier. Now come back into yourself, to this earthly body, and the body that is uniquely yours. This is the body you learn with. This is the body you use to express yourself. Now come back to us, fully refreshed and alert. I have the healing book in front of me, and we have a tribute to those that have crossed over. So I would like to mention the name of who's crossed over recently. Thank you. The healing chair is open. And now I shall read from the healing list. Let's see, how big is this list? Okay. I'm going to recite the names, and as I do, think of the healing energy they are receiving from this room and from the healing guides that are with us at this moment. So we ask for healing energy to be received to all that have been mentioned in this list. I also ask that we send healing energy to the children of this earth, to the emergency responders who are the first one to rescue people in need, to doctors, the nurses, and to those that are in need. This now concludes the healing service, and our healers are now free to sit. And again, to remind you that some of our healers need affidavits, so if you feel that you've received a beneficial healing, we ask that you fill out one of the affidavits that we have on the table in the back. Okay. And now, Avery.
Thank you very much. Lynn and Tim are actually going to do a song. We're looking forward to that.
Let's sing along to this.
There's a reason for the sunshine in the sky. There's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when that love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside, send you reeling where your love can hide and go stealing through the moonlit nights with your loved ones. and there's a reason for the candlelights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. And if you wonder, take you into space and send you under. Its loving embrace is like the thunder. As it warms your face, you can't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love find you through all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's the season. Come on, let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love find you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the season. So it is.
Thank you.
Well, we're announcing that Reverend Sandy Deckinger is going to be speaking today. So should I take this away from you? You're okay? All right.
Oh, should I repeat it, Pat? Sorry.
Well, that's okay. Well, since the beginning of spiritualism, there have been 3 eras or time periods where spiritualism and psychic events were prominent. And the first was in the late 1800s to the mid 1920s. The second is the 1960s to 70s, and I'm pretty sure everybody in this room must remember the 60s and 70s with the Peace Children and all that stuff. And you know, now we're entering another period where there is investigation into spirit and to the paranormal world. You know, some people consider mediumship as the reading of the mind, and I'm not sure what they expect to get as a medium. Do a hot tip on the stock market, checking out whether their spouse is faithful or not. Are they looking for government secrets? Well, you know, there is a confusion between medium and psychic. A medium gives messages received from spirit to relay to the person they are reading for. The medium has this ability to contact the spirit world. And mediumship is a cooperative venture between the medium and the spirit world. A psychic really sees mental images from the thoughts and the emotions of the people who are being read. You know, I was thinking that everybody seems to want to become a psychic. If you read some of the papers and the courses, everybody wants to be a psychic. And I'm a medium, and sometimes I wonder, what is their goal? Helping people, or does it make them feel better? Some people think that we're getting more psychic because we're advancing to the 5th dimension, and mediumship will give them an edge up. I think one of the things is that some people think that medium and psychic will give them sort of makes them feel different from other people. That it's sort of like, oh, I'm better than you, I have this ability. Well, we all have different abilities. I have a mediumship ability. I do not have the ability to play a piano or a fiddle or anything like that. So we each have different abilities. You know, there was a psychic a fair in town near me, and there was a long list of people who were doing various healing techniques, healing by sound vibration, using stones, correcting your DNA to remove past negative traits. I wonder at all of these things at times, are they valid? Have these people been tested? And you know, there are several places on the internet where you can get courses in a variety of different things. I think every other week there's this one group that sends me a different course that I could be taking, and it's for 7 weeks it's $400, and for a longer period of time it's up to $1,000. But I wonder, the latest class that I was interested in was on animal communication, and they had over 500 people in it. And at 500 people times $400, that's a lot of money. And I know the person who is giving the course is reputable. But I wonder at the end of this course, how many of these people will be really able to communicate with their animals? Or is it more like talking to them? Well, we all talk to our animals. I know I do. And they talk back to me like I'm hungry, and they go, meow, meow, meow. And then I have another one who wants to go out, and I hear scratching on the door. So they're communicating with me. But I wonder if this course after this course, will they be able to ask the animal, where do you hurt? What can I do to help you? How do I heal you? How do I work with you? Nothing like this seemed to be covered in the course. And I wonder, after taking this course, how many people are going to set themselves up as animal communicators. You know, we are very lucky to be in this church and in several other churches where you have to study to study the material for mediumship or healing. You have to give definitions, and you have to be able to prove that I helped this person. This person was able to understand the message that I gave, and it meant something to them, and they were able to identify the person that I was talking about. After this, you take an exam, and you're examined also by a board of peers, and only after that do you become certified. Now I wonder how many of these people in these courses have any type of certification. I'm not saying that they are good people, but you know, if I go to a doctor, I really like to know that at least he's been through medical school. There's a university in England that's writing rules for workers in this parapsychology fields. And these people are in the right direction. They want, you know, if you're a psychic or you're medium, and you run into somebody who's having trouble, what do? They want you to have a backup. Like, you know, this person I think is maybe suicidal, they're not doing well. Who can I refer this person to so that they will be taken care of? They want to have a continuous line of help for this person. I feel that this is one of the directions that spiritualism and mediumship and all of these different things are coming into all of these things are coming to pass. Who is saying whether they are right or wrong? Many are taking us in new directions, and that is very positive. We want you to be careful that when you go for a reading, that the person who is giving you the reading is giving you a reading. They're not making it up. They're not reading, your face to see, oh yeah, or oh, I have an uncle named John. Oh, John, yeah, I know. Be cautious. That's all I'm saying is be cautious. Look for truth, and you will get the truth. And I want to thank you for allowing me to speak today. I had a lot more to go, but I think that's enough for now. Thank you, everyone.
I would like to thank Reverend Sandra Deckinger for coming up here and speaking today. That was a beautiful speech. And now I would like to, we now ask for the donation to our church collection basket. This money goes towards the rent of this space and any other expenses that we incur. Your gift is greatly appreciated. And Reverend Bob will be coming up to pass it around.
Thank you.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, you have the honors. Okay, thank you. Cool.
Thank you so very much. And now for the blessing. Great Spirit, we accept these gifts of love that will help us in continuing the promulgation of spiritualism. We ask that your blessing upon these gifts and these cheerful givers who seek to assist us in keeping this center as a lighthouse for the seeker of truth. In the name of love, amen. And now for the announcement. I have a funny story to tell. So my funny story is really interesting because today as I was walking to Panera Bread to get a coffee, it's really interesting because I had this weird intuition. It's funny how intuition works. My intuition was telling me something was just not right today. I was like, something just doesn't feel right. I don't know what it is. So I continued on my day, or on my journey to Panera Bread. I got my coffee, and I got myself something to eat over there real quick, and then I started walking over to Bart. And as I walked up to Bart, something my intuition started getting a little bit stronger. That something just didn't feel right. Something was just not feeling right. I was like, what's going on here? Something's not right. And then I got all the way up, I put my ticket in, and then I got up to the top of the train, and then my intuition got even stronger, and I was like, okay, something's really wrong. By the time I got up to the very top of the train, the Berryessa train came, all of a sudden the train broke down. And they were like, there's gonna be no Berryessa train. And I was like, that is what was telling me something was wrong. So I called Bob, and that's my funny story. So, And so I guess we kind of both shared a little bit of a funny story today. So that's my announcement. So the speaker for next service is, I guess it would be me. So I would hope that everybody would come and see my next speech. Invitation to membership, $15 annual with the right to vote in the elections. I promise we will not ask you to vote for any of the presidents or anything like that. Books and lecture at the back of the table, brochures and flyers, special occasions, seance and mediumship circle classes. There's a seance coming up on the 24th, which will be next week, right?
Yeah.
That'll be next week, and that's going to be located at Reverend Sandy Deckinger's house in San Francisco. I hope those of you guys who signed up will be able to make it to Reverend Sandy Deckinger's house. And so any upcoming member or board meetings? How come I cannot talk? Faint goat?
Oh, that's my notes.
Ooh, you get to pet a cow? How cute! Okay, I'll let you talk.
I have to leave myself notes, otherwise I'm going to forget. So, last weekend I went up to Folsom with family, and we went to the county fair. While we were at the county fair, we went to a booth that was selling animals made from sheet metal that was bent over and then painted. So there's a lot of different kind of objects like that, and there was a bunch of goats that were just sitting there. It was like, okay, and one of them had fallen over. It was just laying on its side, and there was a sign next to it that said, "Rare fainting goat." I was like, wow, $40. So we got a kick out of that one. And also when we went to the fair, because I wanted to pet a cow. It's like, we're going there, I want to pet a cow. So I was like, these guys are big, they're massive. So I went and I petted one. It's like, it didn't feel so good. And then we were walking along, then they had regular cows, that milking cows with a lot of fur on it. So I was like, oh, that feels good. I like that. That feels good. It almost feels like petting a teddy bear or something like that. And then I stepped back, squish. It's like, oh. Did you
actually step?
Yeah, I stepped and stuff. So. but we got it cleaned up. So it's okay. So those are my cute little stories. But I also have some public service announcements because there's security breaches going on all the time, and data is being collected left and right. It seems like every day in the papers we're seeing that there's a breach over here, there's a breach over here. Well, recently you probably heard that we got a really big one. And it was like 2.9 billion people have been tampered with their data, breached. And I was thinking, okay, I think I'm going to have to lock my credit. I'm going to have to freeze my credit now because I don't know if they have my social security number or not. Well, I get a newsletter. In the newsletter, they said there's this website you can go to where you can see if your data has been breached. And so I said, okay. So I went to it, put in my name, the state, and my birth date. And it came back. It had a list of every place that I'd lived at. And all the way to the right-hand side, they had the last two digits of the social security number. Boom, 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 boom. It's like, they got it. They got my social security number. So I would assume they pretty much have everybody's. So I recommend that people freeze their credit. And I have a sheet of paper up here if you want to take a look at it and how to do that. You have to do each credit bureau separately. So you can take a picture of that if you would like to keep for your notes. So I was going to do it by now, but I've been busy, but I'm definitely going to be doing it. There's also another little trick that scammers are doing, and that is you will suddenly get a package in the mail. You didn't order the thing, but you got it anyway. So let's say it's an electric toothbrush. So like, well, how do I work this electric toothbrush? I never ordered it. And there's a QR code there. So you just use your phone to scan the QR code so you can learn more about the product. It's fake. It's fake. It's going to take you to a fake website. And they're usually probably going to want to ask for information from you, probably for a warranty or something like that. Don't do it. If you've got something in the mail that you didn't expect, and there's a QR code, ignore it. Ignore that QR code.
Can you keep the toothbrush?
Yes, you can. Yeah, because by law, if you get something in the mail that wasn't intended for you, it's yours. It's yours. You can keep it. Let's see. I got a couple of notes. Oh, I have the website if you want to check to see if you were breached, because I have it up here, so you can come see me after the service to get it to you. And the last item is, well, it's kind of interesting. I'm going to have to learn more about this, but we surround ourselves with a white light. And it's like, it's a lot of different church organizations do that, meditations like that. It's like a normal practice. Surround yourself with a white light for protection. Before we had our psychic fair, I went to one that was in Santa Cruz, and I sat in her lecture with the psychic, and she asked the audience, it's like, does anybody here use white light? And so I rose my hand. I was the only one, rose my hand. She said, stop doing it. I'm like, what? Stop doing it? It's like, okay, what's the story behind this? She says that bad spirits are now getting used to this white light, so it's not a deterrent anymore. And I thought, well, okay, that's what she believes. So I was like, I'll let her believe that. I'm going to continue to believe what I believe. We've been practicing with Lisa doing seances. These are private sessions. These are not the ones that Sandy's going to be hosting this coming Saturday. And so we're starting to do it every Wednesday now so that Lisa can build up her skills. So we had spirits come through. In fact, one of her spirit guides had come through, and there's table tipping involved, and you can ask yes or no questions. And so I thought about the white light thing. I thought, I want to ask about that. So then I said, I was like, there was somebody said, don't use the white light, because do you agree with that? Yes. And I was surprised. Now here's 2 people that are saying this. And I said, well, now what do we do if we're not supposed to use the white light? I was like, can I use the gold light? Yes. So as an alternative, use the gold light. I want to research this further. In fact, when we have our seance, because I want to speak with your spirit guide to get more information about that. So I'm investigating this, but it sounds to me like the white light's run its course. Wow. We need to use different colored lights. Like,
Maybe because we're a multicolored, maybe spirits too are honoring all the colors, as we honor all the colors that people have.
but white light's a color, right?
That's true,
So,
but why doesn't the
yeah.
other?
Okay, but I'm going to want to get to the bottom of this, see what's really going on. But so this is just a cautionary tale to tell you about, if you think about protecting yourself with the white light, you can go gold or pink or something like that. Okay. So, yeah. So that's news to me. I didn't know that. Okay, I'm done with my announcement spiel. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, and now today we're going to be doing billets because this is the 3rd Sunday. If you have not done so, now is the time to submit your billets, which will be given to Spirit, which will give spirits the opportunity to help you with your request and allows the mediums to exercise their gift. A billet is a question written down privately and then folded twice. The person asking the question then marks the front with a symbol or a unique mark so that when the medium calls it out, they know the message is for them. The mediums will not know who they are reading for. It's very, very secretive. So we are going to go ahead and start off with Lynn, and then moving down the line we have myself, Sandra Deckinger, and Bob. And whoever wants to go in that order, but we're going to start off with Lynn.
So it looks like we have 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess, Lynn, you could do 2? Or 3. You can do 3.
Thank you. My daughter's caretaker asked me to return early. I was watching something last night that apparently on the 19th of August is really a very strong moon that has to do with the ushering in of the Aquarian age. So maybe we'll have to sing the Aquarian song. So I have looks like a little dog, and it says, maybe woof woof. Okay. I feel optimism with this person who helps bring the lighter side of life and keep us lighter through even challenging times. So I really feel that about this person. That they tend to be upbeat and they minimize their own challenges for the good of everyone. So it's really, Spirit is really enjoying this individual and how they live their life in an upbeat and helpful and even humorous way. So let's see, as far as the question, it seems to be what they're telling us about the character of you and valuing yourself and knowing who you are and how much you brighten the corner of life in which you find yourself. So let's see what the question is.
Well, I think the answer there, because you're helpful to the entity you're asking about, would be to explore more, and you always want to be helpful and always want to be uplifting. I think it would be to explore more holistic approaches also, in addition to what you've tried, and the loving touch, and helping that entity also to feel lighter inside, to let go of that. Okay. And this one is a heart and a flower. I feel partnership and working one-on-one is always good for this person, really reaches out one-on-one to others. A quiet talk with a person can be very helpful, but it has to do with dyads, you and another. And that's better way that you work, that you heal, that you uplift. And it could be someone you know well, someone you're helping one-on-one outside of that. Okay, so take a look. Answer your first question, yes. And the answer to the second question, I'm not supposed to say the question, right?
Right.
Okay. The answer to the second question is that they have been found by spirit, but that your help is flowing ongoing, almost from the moment that occurred and even before. Your help is flowing to you from them, and that entity has been found by spirit. A lesser chance of it coming in the physical, maybe about a 35% chance. The main thing they're focusing on is your complete healing, and they're showing the symbolism of Mercury, the winged god Mercury, and that has symbolism that can help you, because you are one who needs to go and visit and follow and reach out, just as Mercury did. So this will all clear.
I think. Okay. Thank you.
You want to go next?
Okay. I'll go next. I'll make sure. Yeah, we have 5 left. Sandy, you're going to be doing some? Okay. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Oh my, I thought it was a hand, but it looks like fingers, but too many fingers to be a hand. So now I'm thinking of a spring that's springing. It's going around all over the place, spring, like a pogo stick. Okay, now just changing to a pogo stick. So you're on a pogo stick going up and down, up and down, up and down, having fun. And the pogo stick sticks on the side of the curb. You're on the sidewalk, now sticks on the side, and you want to fall over, but you didn't. Because I expect you to fall over, but it kind of, and you corrected yourself. So you were about to have a spill, you corrected yourself, you did not fall, even though you thought you were going to fall. So you did good. You did good. So I wonder if that's tied into the question that I have here. All right, I'm going to read that one more time. I am going back to the pogo stick, which is interesting because I wouldn't think it'd be related. Okay, do we want to do this? I see you in front of a church. I do not see you going in. You're on your pogo stick going up and down. It's like, again, you falter a little bit, but you correct yourself. But you're in front of the church, you're not going in. Do you want to go into this church? I don't see it. I don't see you going to the church. So I'm going to have to say no. I'm going to have to say no. So that's the answer to this question. Okay? There are 4 left. Would you both like to do 2?
Sure.
Okay.
At least I'm getting out of the chair.
Yes, you are.
today.
Yes.
Good job, Sandy.
No walker for you.
Okay, well, let's see. Oh, there's quite a few left.
There's 4.
Oh. When I first looked at this one, it looked like a foot. But it's really a winged heart. A heart with wings or feet. Could be feet. But that's okay. We all need drawing lessons. As I come into this rate of vibration, that's what I want to do. I want to start laughing. I want to start bringing up my vibrations so I feel a little bit better. To me, the symbolism of the heart is that it's not wings, it's feet. And you're not sure which direction you're going to be going in. The one is going this way and another is going this way. Well, you know, you don't have to make the decision which way to go. This involves 2 other people, and they have their own ability to make their own decision. It might not be what you want, but you have to remember to let people go on their own directions. And sometimes I think they don't think, but they need the independence. So be calm and be happy for yourself. Well, I feel such a joy with this. The help is going to be very slow, and it has to be, I say, incremental. It's not going to be, big things. It's going to have to go very, very slow, one step at a time. Because if this person gets overwhelmed, they will just take off. They will just go again. As for the rest of the question, I would ask that you get in touch with me by email, and we can discuss it there, because this involves things that I really don't want to talk about here. But congratulations, it finally happened.
Thank you.
This one here is a question mark. Well, we all have questions in our lives. I find that I'm frowning and making faces, and I usually do that when something is happening that I don't like. And I remember my mom, when she would tell me to do something and I didn't want to do it, the next thing she would say, "Don't make that face at me." So whatever this question is, you're really concerned about it, and don't take a stand. Don't be like a little kid. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I would like you to please open your mind. There's more. You're closing yourself in. You have to open yourself up, because you're just seeing one way ahead. And just go a little bit more, and you'll be able to see that there's a lot of branches going off. And you'll feel much, much more comfortable with this. but you don't have to push yourself into making a decision now. Oh, we have question marks on both sides. So I hope I've been able to help with this. Avery?
Okay. Well, good morning, family. How's everybody doing? Okay, so I have I have the last two. Okay, so one here in my hand looks like a sunflower. Just like a sunflower. As I hold it in my hand, I feel like I'm in a park with my back up against a very big tree, and it's very sunny outside. I can hear some birds chirping, and it's a very beautiful day. And I actually see that one sunflower. The feeling that I get is that you should be relaxing and taking a load off. And then I see a whole bunch of books, and the books resemble that you've been working a lot on yourself, but that it's time for you to take some time off for yourself, to take care of yourself. Yeah, it's time for you to relax. Take a load off. Stepping in seems like a motherly or a grandmotherly rate of vibration here. And they're just saying, yeah, you need to rest. And I'm just going to leave that with whoever's message this is. Sounds like yeah. With this question that's in here, yes. I'm going to leave that with you. What's in here is mine.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Let's see, I wonder whose this is. Okay. So I'm trying to clear the air. There's rain coming down. As I try to clean everything up, even squeegeeing. It's like cleaning the walls, wiping them down, putting cleaner on there, wiping the walls clean. It's like we want to make the space nice and clean. Vacuuming, boy, all the whole shebang. Like you're going to have some visitors coming over. You need to clean the house. The sink, I keep on getting all this cleaning, a lot of cleaning, get everything nice and clean. You know, everywhere where you live, everywhere. Making the bed, just all those mundane chores. Just keep everything nice and clean. Changing light bulbs even, so now you're doing a little maintenance as well. So it's like upkeeping everything. That seems to be the message. Okay, is there another piece to this? Now you're cleaning the windows. It's like just everything, top to bottom. Okay. So I'm trying to see if this cleaning is related to the question, because you seem to be doing everything except what you want to do in this. You need to put your affairs in order. Put all your clothes lined up in your closet. I don't think this is the right time right now, because I know that you need to be finding a job right now. I think you need to focus on that. Once you have that job, I would revisit this question. Because you need a stable income right now.
Okay.
And it's like, because if you go this route, it's probably going to cost you money. So I would say delay. This is not a no, this is a delay.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I hate when that happens, like when it's like, I have my
I
own
know,
one in
I
there,
know.
like, dang.
Yeah.
That's like the second time it happened in billet readings. I could have just pretended and just been like,
Yeah.
somebody who has an eyeball. I wonder who that is. Oh well, but that would kind of be cheating. Okay. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's service today. Let us now do the benediction. Thou God of peace, before we part, send kind angels to each heart. Let us lead us, we pray, with loving hands until we reach the summer land. Amen. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. In 2 weeks, we will be, is it 2 weeks or is it 3 weeks?
What's next month?
Next month.
Yeah, I
On
think it's
the
the
first,
Labor Day.
Labor Day. So on Labor Day, we'll be here, we'll be giving spirit messages. So we'll see you again then, and I would like to give you a reading, please. All right. Perfect. And I'll be right back.
Okay. So thank you everyone for coming. We do have water in the back, bottled water, and of course we have the regular.